very helpful, very beneficial, very beautiful, very enjoyable meditation object, which we should never neglect, is loving kindness, Mettā. Metta, loving kindness, is the intention of unconditional goodwill, of wishing well to all beings without distinction, without any conditions, wishing for their welfare, their well-being, that they live long, healthy and happily, that they are free from anger and develop loving kindness, that they are able to free themselves from suffering, that they all become enlightened and realize Nibbana. And to bring up that intention in our mind, to generate that emotion, that feeling of loving kindness, we can use a short formula, like a little mantra. And we can use what we were just chanting, which is translations of the words of the Buddha himself. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. So we simply repeat that little mantra in our mind. And a continuous theme. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. And to start off, to make it easier to get this emotion going, to bring up the feeling, we can just focus on one person where we find it so easy to wish them well. Like a good friend, a kind, helpful relative, an uncle or aunt, or even an animal which we really like, some cute cat or doggy or cane toad, if you're into cane toads, or koala. It's better not to use someone very close, like a parent, a child, a partner, or someone where we may develop sensual or romantic feelings. Not this kind of person, so that the metta is purely loving kindness, untainted by sensual desire. And also not too close, that there are not too strong attachments and expectations involved. Once we have that person or that animal in our mind, and then we just repeat our mantra and direct unconditional goodwill to that being. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. Just repeating that mantra continuously in our mind. We say these words like we really mean it. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. If we get distracted by thinking, planning, past and future worries, we mindfully notice as quickly as possible. We don't blame ourselves, we just mindfully, determinedly bring the mind back to our Metta mantra in gladness and in safety. May you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. With endless patience, even if we have to catch the mind 100 times, mindfully notice we are distracted, and just straight away we bring the mind back without blaming us, patiently but persistently. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. Now, this meditation is actually not really about the words we are repeating, but the mantra, the words, are simply a means to generate the intention of unconditional goodwill. And the intention of unconditional goodwill is connected with a very pleasant feeling. It's connected with a very uplifting, buoyant, joyful emotion. So we're using the mantra to generate that particular feeling, that emotion of unconditional goodwill. And we mindfully notice as we are repeating the mantra how this intention of unconditional goodwill and the accompanying feeling, the connected emotion, is gradually arising and becoming stronger in our mind. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. This is a crucial step in developing our Metta meditation to really get this feeling going. So we can spend quite a bit of time working on that, even just with one person. Repeating the mantra, really meaning it to generate that emotion, that feeling. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. Once we can actually notice and feel that emotion, that's a good time to expand our loving kindness to include more beings. So we can now direct loving kindness to everyone, all the human beings in this meditation hall, all the people sitting around you, monks, laity, everyone in this meditation hall. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. Can we maintain that feeling, emotion of loving kindness as we are expanding to more people, or then maybe we can even enhance it, maybe the feeling even gets stronger the more people we include. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. And by the way, there's a very important being sitting in this hall. That is you yourself. Absolutely essential that we include ourselves in our loving kindness. We are also a living being. We fully qualify for unconditional goodwill, warts and all, whatever mistakes we may have made, whatever character faults we may have, totally irrelevant. All beings deserve unconditional loving kindness, just on strength of existing. So we have to make sure that our unconditional goodwill includes ourselves. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. when we direct loving kindness to ourselves, we have to make sure that the emotion remains just as strong as when we direct it to other beings. If it recedes, if it becomes weaker, then we have to work in that area, and we have to make sure that our loving kindness and the emotion is just as strong towards ourselves as it is to other beings. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may I be at ease. Once we can sustain a strong positive emotion while directing loving kindness to ourselves, that is a good time now to start making our loving kindness wide and open to include more and more beings, to work to become Appamanya, the limitless in our loving kindness. So we can include everyone, ourselves, all other beings in this meditation hall, not just humans, but any mozzies, any ants, any devas, any spirits, any ghosts, any geckos, any birds, whatever beings are here in and around this meditation hall. We include them all in gladness and in safety. May you be at ease. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. For sure, also the donkey you can hear in the background. In gladness and in safety, may you be at ease. All beings in and around, the neighbors, the animals in the forest. We move beyond all restrictions and limitations spatially, spreading out our loving kindness. So all of Kolo, Brisbane, the forest, the houses, Southeast Queensland, Australia, spreading out in front and behind, all around, above and below in all directions, including this whole planet Earth, all beings going out into space, anyone on Moon or Mars or Venus, faraway galaxies, weird aliens in remote corners of the universe. We include everyone, spreading unlimitless, boundless, infinite in all directions, above, below, around, all beings in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease, in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease. We also tear down all restrictions, limitations in regard to classes of beings. Our loving kindness is to all beings, whether Buddhist or Muslim, Christian or Hindu, Jewish, atheist, completely irrelevant, whether they like us or they hate us, whether they return our loving kindness or they ignore us, whether they know us or are complete strangers, old or young, men or women, black or white, whatever nationality, whatever ethnic background or race, whether human or ghost, whether deva or animal, Brahma, whatever they have done or not done, whatever they will do, all irrelevant, unconditional, whoever, anywhere, in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease, in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease, in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease. We mindfully notice how incredible good it feels to have unconditional goodwill to absolutely all beings throughout the universe. We understand that this joy, this happiness is entirely wholesome. We don't have to hold back. We don't have to be afraid of that joy, that happiness. We allow that joy and happiness and gladness of unconditional goodwill to all beings. We allow it to grow in our mind, to develop and become so strong that it finally carries our mind into unification, into samadhi, in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease, in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease, in gladness and in safety. May all beings be at ease. Okay, you all know what's the meaning of the bell, don't you? You know what it doesn't mean. It doesn't mean the end of the meditation. The meditation, bhavana, cultivation, development is a continuous process. And the informal meditation we cultivate on a more refined level. But even once we come out of meditation, we are not throwing it out the window, but we continue. We continue developing wholesome states, abandoning unwholesome ones. And metta, loving kindness, is particularly suitable for that. Now, when we are sitting formal meditation, we can hopefully reach a very refined level of unconditional goodwill to all beings, even full samadhi. But once we come to the supposed end of the meditation, it's not the end. We can continue keeping loving kindness in the background of our mind and in all interactions. And a good training for that is to maintain loving kindness in the transition from sitting meditation to walking meditation. The Buddha said any samadhi developed in the walking posture is longer lasting because there's already more distraction. And once we become used to maintain loving kindness while we are walking, then the next step is that we can loving kindness in our daily activities. We can maintain the unconditional goodwill to all beings in the background while we're doing anything in our daily life. So I suggest we do our little walking meditation, continuing radiating unconditional goodwill to all beings without distinction.